Hey, my Pet and Plastics peeps. Welcome to your power yoga practice. Today I'll be standing at the top of my mat facing this way just so that you can have some ideas about alignment. I'll go ahead and change it from time to time and feel free to give me your feedback as to what works out best for you. But for now, let's go ahead and stand at the top of our mat. Let's ground through our feet. Let's go ahead, roll those shoulders back and down. Our thumbs are reaching out to the sides. And for right now, we're just going to breathe. We're going to feel those inhales rise from our foundation of our feet up through the crown of our heads. And as you exhale, melt into this practice, into this moment. Feel anything that is heavy on the heart, on the mind, on the shoulders. We exhale to release that and inhale to create space for this practice meant to achieve a greater sense of health, happiness, and balance. A few more deep cleansing breaths. Only when you are ready, inhale, reaching all the way on up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Feel it throughout your whole body. Push through your heels. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, free fall halfway. Inhale, create that L with your body. Exhale, fold and flap. Let's just hold here for a moment. Continuing that process of emptying the things heavy on the head, the heart, the mind, the burden on the shoulders we let go of. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like here. And then let's inhale, lengthening the spine, push off through the feet. Inhale, rise, tall stretch. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, create that L with your body. Exhale, fold and flap. This time, inhale into your plank. You can come to modified if you'd like with your knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows skimming your sides. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. You can walk your dog if you'd like, pressing one heel down and then the other, pushing strong through those arms. Let your head just hang. Push both heels down a little deeper, hips a little higher, head hangs low. And then when you're ready, walk or hop forward to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise all the way through this time. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, create that L with your body. Exhale, fold and flap. Inhale into plank. Modified is here. I'll guide you through modified now. Do what works best for your bodies. And exhale, either child's pose or down dog. Walk or hop forward to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, go at your own pace. Choose what works best for you. Full postures or modified. But flow through each posture, just like a verse in a song, flowing from one verse to the next. Hear that breath flowing in and out of the body. Stay connected. Maybe close your eyes. When you're ready, chair and mountain flow. Inhale, inhale, rising and exhale, releasing. Make sure that weight is in the heels. Really power up from those feet as you rise into this new day, new possibilities. Exhale, let go of the things that prevent you from making the best of today. Let go of those fears. Let go of any anxiousness. Let it go and welcome in all that you are, all that you have, and all the possibilities of today. And then hold all the way on up, mountain stretch. Exhale, sit. Weight is in your heels. If you want, arms can also come out in front. Nice, deep cleansing breaths. Right foot stays forward, left foot comes back. And we're going to go ahead and push our left hip forward. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms all the way on up. Stretching tall, keep reaching the hips forward. That back left knee is bent. Your right knee is bent and staying stacked over your right ankle. And then go ahead and take a bow forward. You might need to step your foot back a little bit more. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel those muscles working too, of course. Roll those shoulders back and down, thumbs out, so you strengthen the rear part of your shoulders as well as your upper back. Exhales, relax you into the pose. Inhales, feel length beam through the sternum, through the crown of your head, and out through that back heel. Then go ahead and sweep on up. Arms come up again, hips forward, left knee down, as low as you'd like to go. We're going to flow. Exhale to release. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, reach. Keep going at your own pace. If you need a break, plant that back foot down, holding in your warrior one, and just continue with the arms. Make sure that you're breathing wherever you're at. Last one. And when you're ready, lift those arms up and lift up into mountain. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, free fall. All the way down, forward fold. Take a break. If your heart rate's still high, go ahead, come halfway, or practice a mini sun salutation. When you're ready, bend those knees. Inhale, rise. Chair and mountain flow. Let it go and let it in. And if you want to, take it to your breath of fire. Really let it go and let it in. Maybe feet wide. And inhale, reach all the way on up. Bringing the feet about shoulder distance apart again. Reaching tall, then exhale, chair. Arms can come forward. Remember, don't ever let me hold you back from your dancing chair. And you can go as low as you would like to go. Breathe. Rib cage is pulled down, tailbone is tucked under, toes can dance. And then arms come on up, stretch tall, stretch, 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 reach, and then hands down, left foot forward, right foot back, lower that right knee down, push those hips forward, roll the shoulders back, holding here. If you'd like, sweep the arms on up and gently reach back, really lifting that sternum high. Gravity is not pulling you down, you are resisting gravity by pushing through both feet. What are the things in your life that lift you up? Be reminded of those things. And then to honor them, go ahead and take a bow. Now, if you'd like, you can step that back foot back a little bit more. Again, we're rolling shoulders back, squeezing inner thighs for some core support. Breathing. When we gaze down at that left knee, the knee is going the direction of the pinky toe. So if your knee is pulling it in to the midline by your big toe, guide it outward. Both feet working equally. Keep pushing back through that back right leg. Not all of it is in that left. Then you can sweep on up as the right knee draws down, arms come up, chest is lifted, and then be ready to flow. Exhale, release down, inhale, lift on up, close your eyes or have a soft gaze as you really get into the zone of this. Instead of doing what you think you should be doing, feel what is happening and adjust your body in a way to get the most out of it. If you need a break, that back foot comes planted and you're more into a warrior one. Continuing with the arms, you can also rest the arms. Do what works best for you. This is your practice. Last time. Inhale, step it up into mountain. Exhale and release all the way down. You can just hang out here, but again, if your heart rate's high, you can also come into just an L pose, or you can take it through a mini sun sal. And then when you're ready, walk your feet back into plank and hold. Holding here, shoulders back, heels pressing, fingers wide, and breathe. If you need to, come down to your knees. Just make sure your hips aren't too high so that you start to feel it in your neck. Make sure those hips are low, but not too low that you feel it in your lower back. So somewhere right in between. Draw that right knee in. Bring the right foot up. Downward facing dog. Slide the right knee through and let's flow. Knee in and back. Make sure that you're breathing whatever rhythm works best for you. Try to keep those shoulders down, fingers wide, and elbows bent. When you're ready, step it forward with that right foot. Come on up to warrior two. Lunge here. Really lower down through that left hip. Keep those arms out, but if they're tired, hands to your heart or down by your sides. Spiral on down, plank. Holding here, modified is an option. Really push through the crown of your head, push through your heels. Elbows bent, fingers wide, shake, because the muscles are excited. Left knee in, left leg back. Stretch and hold here. Relax the head. Strong through those arms. Now let's flow. Left knee in and left heel back. Breathing. Shoulders down, elbows slightly bent. Strong through your core. Take breaks if you need to. And your next one, step it forward with your left foot. Warrior two pose. Left foot facing this way. Right foot is slightly turned in. Arms parallel to floor and ceiling. I'll move over more to the center. Breathe. Anytime your arms need a break, hands to your heart or down by your sides. Really sink that back left hip down. Then go ahead, release your hands behind you and turn your feet to the corners of your mat. And let's just open up through the chest here. And then begin to lunge right to left, making sure your knees and toes are going in the same direction. If it's too much for your arms, you can place your hands on your hips and draw your elbows back without overarching through your lower back. We're pulling your rib cage down and tucking our tailbone under. For those of us that want to go a little deeper, Take it here. Tailbone back. And if you find an area that you really need a good stretch, feel free to hold. You don't have to flow the whole time. Again, if that's too much for the arms, here, or even hands down or on blocks. Keep going. Relax your neck, head, and shoulders. Breathe. And then let's all go ahead and melt to one side. Tailbone reaches back. One leg is nice and long. The other, the knee is pointing to the direction of the pinky toes. And then come to the other side and hold. Just relaxing down. Tailbone reaching back. Then bringing our hands forward, walking our feet slightly in, walking our hands out, wide downward facing dog, holding here. Walk the hands on back and take a seat into a low yogi squat. Dropping the tailbone, lifting through the heart, light on your toes. If this is too much for us, then we come into more of a yogi squat up here. Take breaks whenever you need to. This is your yoga practice. See if you can squeeze your inner thighs into your elbows and push your elbows into your inner thighs, creating some resistance. And then let's bring our hands down, hips up, toes forward, walk the hands out, and push strong through the arms. Each exhale, fall a little deeper. Walking the hands back, nice flat back, elbows again inside those inner thighs, tailbone down, holding and breathing. Squeezing inner thighs is going to help you to also work your core muscles, lifting through the pelvic floor and the abdominals. Breathe, take breaks if you need them. Wish we could just sit here and have a cup of coffee or tea. You too? Yeah, that's what I thought. But we'll go ahead, bring the hands down, walk the hands out, toes forward again, hips back, hold. And then walk your hands back, keep your feet forward, bend the knees slightly, hands to your hips, hinge on up. Beautiful. Then we're going to go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Have your thumbs reaching behind you. Exhale and hinge forward. Coming to a point of resistance with knees just slightly bent, but back is nice and flat. Inhale, lift on up. Do it again this time. Switch your body weight a little bit more to the balls of your feet. And then as you come up, push through the heels and the balls of your feet. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Feel that through the back of your hamstrings. You just worked those quadriceps, the muscles in front of you. Now we're really working on those muscles behind you. Remember that anytime, if you'd like, if you feel a really good stretch and you just want to hold there, go for it. These are only suggestions. Breathe. You should still feel those arms working as you really reach those arms back, opening through the chest, strengthening our upper back muscles and rear shoulders. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our feet all the way in. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right foot balances. Left foot back. This time going ahead, taking it to warrior three pose. Now our warrior three pose might be here with just balancing our our left foot behind us. If we want, we can go a little bit off the floor. If we want, we can come almost parallel to floor and ceiling, doing our best to keep our hips level. Hands still reaching, but if you need a break, hands to your heart or even resting your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift. See if you can not touch your left foot on the ground. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. Tall. Exhale and over. Great job. Reaching through both legs. Both legs should be working equally right now. And coming on up, switching to the other side. Exhale. It does help if you can find a drishti point or a focus point, something on the floor or on the ceiling, the wall, something that's not moving. And you're not moving. Hold. Breathe. Remember, whatever level works best for you, just try to keep those hips level, rib cage down, tailbone tucked under, shoulder blades down, and breathing. Push both legs away from you or both feet away from you. Now the feet come together. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale. Inhale, reach on up. This time it's okay to have a slight bend in those knees. I'll take it to the side so you can see. Knees are bent so my back can be flat, and then I push off through the heels, lengthen through the spine. Hinging at the hips, not rounding through the back. Imagine that there's a steel rod through your spine that keeps you long and strong. You feeling those hamstrings? I hope so. Maybe those calves. Last one. Inhale, rise, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, free fall. Now get a good stretch. And as you come into your fold, you want to tuck your chin in. Shift your body weight again to the balls of your feet. If you want, you can crisscross the arms over, rock side to side. Holding and breathing. Inhale into your plank. Walk your feet back and hold here. Really reach the chest forward, push the heels back. Pull rib cage down, tailbone tucks under. Let's switch and go on over to our right side. If you need to modify, drop your knee down. And also an option too for those of you, you can use a block. You can do fist for wrist. Coming back to our basic plank. And then left side. Nice deep breaths. Rolling that shoulder back to really open up the chest. Breathe. Remember modified versions. You can also come down to your forearm. And come back. Let's flow. Right side. Back to plank. Left side.